Hey everybody, John from the training room again, and today we're here to talk about an extremely common mistake people make. Exercisers make it, and actually other fitness professionals make it too. And that's the oversimplification of assuming that if you can't do an exercise, that the remedy is to get a lighter weight. In doing so, quite often, frankly more often than not, you're actually making the exercise more dangerous by using a lighter weight than you are using a heavier weight. Because this way you can actually perform the exercise, and all you're doing is performing it incorrectly. If you have a heavy weight, sometimes you can't do it, so obviously you can't hurt yourself if you can't do it. By getting a lighter weight, you're allowing yourself to do it incorrectly. And without getting too much into it, we have a saying around here that if there's a leak in the ceiling, don't put a bucket on the floor. That's not going to solve the problem. The issue is the ceiling needs to be fixed. It's kind of the same thing with exercise. The weight, 9 times out of 10, is not the issue. It's the exercisers themselves and how they're performing the exercise. And I'm going to give you a little bit of a visual. As you can see, I have a big kettlebell and a medium-sized kettlebell here. If I'm the average person who thinks I can't move this weight because it's too heavy for me, watch what happens. 9 times out of 10, this is what people do. They go like this, and they go, oh, I can't do this. This is too heavy. Okay, so I'm going to get a lighter weight. Yep, that's better. That's better. I can do this now. Well, again, you can see I'm being a little bit of a smart ass, but I think you kind of see my point. Getting a lighter weight and me doing this, it doesn't help. Now I have 45 pounds on my spine, like this. Not good. I actually just increased my chance of injury. I always tell people, check to see if you're doing the exercise correctly first. If I go over the big kettlebell, if I do this, if I flex my hips, if my back is straight, if I drive my heels into the ground, drive my hips forward, and I can't move this weight, then it's too heavy. But make sure I'm doing it correctly first. Make sure you're fixing the ceiling, not putting a bucket under it. If you do this and you can't move the weight, fine. Then go to a lighter weight. But don't do this and tell you, oh, it's too heavy, it's too heavy. I need a lighter weight. I need to go over here and do this and then end up hurting yourself. 9 times out of 10, when I do fix the movement with myself or the client, and they do it correctly, all of a sudden this happens. And then I have to say, well, the weight's not too heavy, then is it? Right. So remember, always check yourself first. The weight is not the issue. Don't make the assumption that a lighter weight is better or safer. Check you first, make sure you're doing it correctly. Don't inadvertently make it more dangerous. Any questions? You know where to find me. Thanks again.